The 61st Grammy Awards are on Sunday.
Los Angeles is gearing up for the big event. See It Live starts now.
The Staples Center in downtown LA will soon be full of 2018's biggest music stars, like Cardi B, Drake, and Lady Gaga. Good evening, I'm Arlissa Norman.
And I'm Susie Plascencia. Annenberg Media's Anwar Stetson is outside the Staples Center right now to tell us more about this year's Grammy show. Anwar?
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the beautiful Staples Center. I'm here on Figueroa and 12th Street where the 61st Grammy Awards are going to be held on Sunday night. This is the 18th time, actually, that Staples has hosted the awards. Now, as I said, I'm here on Figueroa and 12th, but it's really going to be on the other side of Staples at LA Live where all the festivities are going to be taking place. There were a lot of tents, the roads were closed. I mean, the people were really getting ready to make this the best event possible. There are 84 categories in the Grammys in 30 fields or genres where people can win. Now, there's something new for the Grammys this year in 2019. So, Best New Artist, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Album of the Year. They had 5 nominations each last year. They're changing that to 8. So there's going to be 8 nominees for each of those categories. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for artists to get some trophies this year. Now, amongst the biggest names, Kendrick Lamar, he leads the way this year with 8 nominations. Drake is right behind him with 7 nominations. Hip-hop producer Boy Wonder has 6, and another notable artist, Cardi B, has 5, and Childish Gambino has 5 nominations. Now, speaking of Cardi B, she's one of the notable performers who's going to be performing at the Grammys tonight, on Sunday night. Cardi B is going to be performing. Lady Gaga is going to be performing. Travis Scott is going to be performing, amongst many others. There's also going to be a tribute to Dolly Parton at the show. She's going to be taking the stage for the first time in 18 years where she performs with Katy Perry, Little Big Town, and other country music stars performing some of her biggest hits. Now, earlier I mentioned Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and Childish Gambino. They were in the news today because Grammy producer Ken Ehrlich told the New York Times that they all declined to perform in part due to the disconnect between hip-hop and the Grammy Awards. Another controversial name pulling out, Ariana Grande. Now, she pulled out of the Grammys due to controversy over song choice with the producers. But nevertheless, I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. The Grammys are Sunday night, 8 Eastern on CBS here at beautiful Staples Center. Guys, let's send it back to you.
For the first time in 14 years, a woman will be hosting the Grammys. Alicia Keys is just the 3rd woman of color to host in Grammy history.
Are you serious?
38-year-old R&B star Alicia Keys posted a behind-the-scenes video that documents the moment she got the call to host. The video captures her excitement as she shares the news with her young children. Keys will be the first woman to host the awards since Queen Latifah presented the show in 2015, and only the 5th woman to host since the show began. A 15-time Grammy winner herself, Keys is excited for all the nominees and gave a special shout-out to the female artists in a Super Bowl Grammy promotion.
And I need us to all come together as one, okay? So Gaga, I'm gonna need your support. And Janelle, I know you can step up to the plate. And Cardi, I see you, okay? All right, guys, let's do this.
Keys, who was part of the Annenberg Inclusion Initiative, sent a message to those who attended an Annenberg event on Tuesday called Moving the Needle, a celebration of women in music. She says this is just the beginning.
So let's make this all about the successes we've had so far and planning for an amazing, unstoppable future. Let's get it.
The Recording Academy created the Diversity and Inclusion Task Force after a USC study revealed a lack of female Grammy Award winners and nominees in recent years. The study revealed that over the past 5 years, women accounted for about 18% of 4 major Grammy categories. Last year, there was a backlash after only a quarter of the nominees were women. This year, an additional 3 nominees per category were added, and women make up almost 2/3 of nominations.
A new Edinburgh inclusion study shows that many obstacles women face in the music industry. Reporter Tanvi Varma talked with Thornton music students about the challenges for women.
Aspiring musicians at USC's Thornton School of Music often feel intimidated by the gender gap that exists in the music industry.
I did take an MTech class that was a B-level class, and I was the only girl in the entire class, and I actually dropped it because I was like, I don't really want to be in this. Like, it was just intimidating. Everyone was a music industry major, like it was all guys.
A new study done by Annenberg Inclusion Initiative shows that 98% of music producers were men and only 2% were women. One researcher talked about the potential impact of the study.
I just hope that people can see the problem, and also I want more women to see that they can accomplish something in this field.
Almost half of the women in the study that are songwriters and producers claim that their skills were dismissed. I talked to the women of Thornton School of Music, and that's something they could relate to. Though they're the experts in music, they struggle to be heard.
They should already know I'm capable, but I have to prove I'm capable of the thing, like the standards that the boys are already at. Like just the physical standards of like, he'll be able to pick these up, he'll be able to play this loud. He's tall, he can reach these things.
Both Kustinil and Cassander say one positive is more blind auditions that focus on music, not who is creating it. For Annenberg Media, I'm Tanvi Verma.
To help us understand the industry perspective on the Grammys, I sat down earlier today with veteran music industry executive Tracy McGregor. As former VP of Content and Communications for The Source Entertainment, and also a former president of Grammy Award-winning independent label Gargamel Music, you've been in the industry for a while. So what is your overall...
Are you dating me, Susie?
No, not at all. But you definitely have that experience that I think others may not have when you're on one side or the other. So what has been your overall view of the Grammys? Do you think that we still in the industry need a yearly award show like the Grammys?
There's a part of me that really loves the Grammys, and that's kind of the nostalgia factor. I grew up watching this award show. However, I also grew up with a lot of musicians, and then, as you said, I've worked in the business. So, I've seen a lot of my people passed over over the years. And so I would say that for me and for, certainly large swaths of the music community, it's a complicated relationship, for sure.
Especially with all of the issues that the Grammys is dealing with. So a recent report actually by USC Annenberg really pointed at the large gap in female representation in the media industry, in the music industry. And last year, just one woman won a solo award on the air. And in response to that, the chief executive of the Recording Academy mentioned that women in music should step up. In your experience, is the problem in the music industry, or do women really need to step up?
Listen, women are the backbone of this industry. Trust me, a lot of things just wouldn't get done without women. But erasure is real, and it's consistent, and our voices have continued to be obscured. So I was kind of put off. I like Neil overall, but I was kind of like, wait a minute, is that what you really meant to say? Because women, we've been up. You just haven't been representing us. So we don't have any high expectations, but at the same time we do, because it is the Grammys.
We're proud to have her here at USC Annenberg as a graduate student. You can catch the full interview at uscannenbergmedia.com.
Wow, Tracy seems to have worked with a lot of celebrities, right?
Oh, lots of people. If you hop onto her Instagram, she's got photos with Snoop Dogg, Common, so many others.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Absolutely. This year, 4 USC Thornton alumni and 2 faculty members are nominated for Grammys.
Their nominations range from instrumental performances and arrangements to music videos. Alum John DeVersa is nominated for Best Improvised Jazz Solo. Best Large Jazz Ensemble Album, and Best Arrangement Instrumental or A Cappella. Alum Lansing McCloskey is nominated for Best Choral Performance. Alum Michael Tilson Thomas is nominated for Best Orchestral Performance. Alum Sunny Yang is nominated for Best Chamber Music Small Ensemble Performance. Faculty member Vince Mendoza is nominated for Best Jazz Vocal Album and Best Arrangement, Instruments, and Vocals. And faculty member Paul Young is nominated for Record of the Year, Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocal, and Best Music Video Short Form. We spoke with him about his piece.
The record is about the Dreamers Act, actually. It's a very high piece of art, so to speak, but it's with a theme. It's got all American songs and folk songs and things, because it's a way of his feelings about the issues that are going on the federal government side and about deportation and those kinds of things, and he has a belief that it's a wrong thing to do.
All that's left to do is wait for the results during Sunday's show. The Grammy Museum near Staples Center is holding community events all week to spotlight music's rich history. Industry professionals were invited to lead panels and workshops educating music lovers about the business. Events focus on empowering young people, the LGBTQ community, and women. Museum visitors also learned more about the Grammys' history and the significance of preserving musical archives.
There's so many different genres represented. There is ethnic diversity, there is racial diversity, there's sexual orientation diversity, there's all of these things, because that's what music is, and we want to celebrate every form of expression.
Museum visitors can interact with gadgets, including self-recording booths, videos, and touchscreens. This week also marks the long-awaited opening of a new exhibit, The Diamond in the Rhinestone World, the costumes of Dolly Parton. The Grammy Museum is open every day except Tuesdays.
The Grammy Museum and Los Angeles International Airport have teamed up to bring the Grammy exhibit to LAX. Travelers can now view and take pictures with the various gramophones. The exhibit shows the evolution of the iconic statue over the years, as well as a giant gramophone near the baggage claim. Chief Marketing Officer Evan Green of the Recording Academy hopes that the exhibit will increase excitement leading up to Sunday's show.
So as Grammy Sunday approaches and as excitement amplifies around the world, we thought that there would be no better place than to highlight the evolution of the Grammy statue than here at LAX to greet millions and millions of travelers coming and going.
The Grammy exhibit will be in Terminal 2 for the rest of the year.
We talked with USC students to see if they were excited about the Grammys.
But most of them were critical of the award show.
The Grammys have not really done a good job of reflecting the taste of people's taste in music. The Grammys have kind of become this really elitist, very biased institution.
I think it's cool to have an award to have recognition for emerging artists.
I mean, music is such a big part of life, I think. Obviously just the passion behind the event itself and what people are pushing forward.
I don't think they really do a great job of incorporating all the music that's out there.
I don't think it validates who artists really are, and I think in a way it just is kind of I don't know, who's the most popular doesn't mean their music is necessarily the best.
So what do you think? Will you be watching?
I think I will. I look forward to it every year. I think it's really good timing that it's after the Super Bowl. The sports had their day, and now it's the music enthusiasts.
Yeah, I think I'll probably watch via Twitter. I like to hear the commentary.
That's always fun. Thanks for watching See It Live. From everyone here at Annenberg Media, I'm Susie Plascencia.
And I'm Arlissa Norman. You can watch us on the web at uscannenbergmedia.com. Good night.